Hey guys, there's a sailboat, mini sailboat right there. Look, that's cool, right? No, that's fun. Listen, flying. Oh look, there's a sailboat there. It's coming. It's coming. Yeah, so guys, I'm gonna let you know when we go. When we're about to go. Like we started to go. There's a 40-minute trip. Yeah, 40, not 14, 40. Yeah, 40-minute trip. So, I'll see you guys when this starts.
Those who choose cricket are known as dry bobs, whilst the rowers are called wet bobs. We're now proceeding upstream on the River Thames, which takes us in a roughly westerly direction. This would lead eventually to Oxford and beyond, though to reach Oxford would approximately 2 days by river from here. This is mainly due to the 23 locks between here and the middle of Oxford, each one taking up to half an hour to negotiate on a busy day. There is a speed limit on the Upper Thames of a little under 5 miles an hour, added to which it's a very meandering course. All in all, it's not the place to be if you're in too much of a hurry. To our left is Jacob's Island, formerly called Corporation Island. It was renamed after a well-known local councillor and boat builder called Arthur Jacobs. It was here that some of the largest wooden boats, almost twice the length of this one, were built in the now dismantled and long forgotten boat houses and slipways of the Jacobs Yard. As we proceed past Brocker's Meadows to our right, some more of the Eton College buildings become visible, as do the spires of Eton College Chapel, which is built in an almost identical style to St John in Windsor Castle. It's known as the perpendicular Gothic style of architecture. Eton College was founded in 1440 by King Henry VI, originally named as the King's College of Our Lady of Eton beside Windsor. Incidentally, the college owns nearly all of the land on our right-hand side from here to well beyond our turning point. They in fact own portions of land in many parts of the country, this being largely due to an outdated whereby parents of Eton boys used to donate to the college in order to offset fees. Through the trees to our left shortly we will see a full-size replica of a Hawker Hurricane fighter plane. This is a memorial to its designer, Sir Sidney Cam, whose former home stands a few hundred yards beyond. This plane bears the markings of one flown in the Battle of Britain by Squadron Leader John Grandy, who was Constable and Governor of Russell from 1978 to 1988. Sir Sidney Cam was a pupil of Royal Free School. During this time he designed and built model aeroplanes which he then sold to the boys of Eton College. Whilst the Hurricane was his best known aircraft, Cam also designed the Hunter in 1951, which in 1953 went on to break the record of 737 miles. Cam's flight the Harrier, which remained in RAF service for 50 years until 2010. It is still flown by the US Marines as the AV-8B. Ahead of us is the Windsor Railway Bridge, being one of several across the Thames designed by Kingdom Brunel.
There's a railway bridge.
The bridge was completed in 1849 for cubics, and it brought the Great Western Railway network right up to the front of Windsor Castle. This bridge was unique in its day in Brunel's designs. This one, because the 187-foot central span is not secured to the sides in any way. It simply rests under its own weight on 6 bearings, allowing for expansion and contraction of the ironworks during temperature changes. This type of span is known as a bowstring arch, and the brick viaduct was constructed between 1861 and 1865, replacing an original wooden trestle structure. The arches were incorporated into the design to prevent floodwater from being trapped on the upstream side in the event of the Thames bursting its banks. It's also believed to be Brunel's oldest surviving structure still in continuous use, and was granted Grade 2 listed status in 1975.
There's 2 boats.
In 1883, Windsor Central Station became part of the London Underground network, when the district line was extended from Eton Broadway to Windsor, using the tracks of the Great Western Railway. However, this was short-lived as the service was withdrawn in 1885.
There's a little bridge.
The land to our left forms part of Bath's Island, So called
There's two
because in the days
bridges.
before Windsor had a purpose-built swimming pool, the channel behind
two
the island
bridges
was closed
right
to
now.
boats during the summer months, providing the people of Windsor with a safe swimming area. In 1870, Queen Victoria disapproved of the sight of bathers from the royal train and had them moved to the downstream end of the island. Then in 1904, the area by the railway was used again, this time with men on the downstream
another
side of the
bridge
bridge in the eastern
in front of
bar
us.
and ladies
It's
upstream in
just
the
a
western
road
bar.
bridge. It's not a railway bridge.
To our left
So,
is the Windsor Leisure
that's sad,
Centre,
but
being the current
there's a
incarnation
road
of
bridge
Windsor
where
swimming
you
facility.
can see
It
like
replaces an earlier outdoor pool.
cars,
The
basically.
centre site of the once famous Ricky Tick Club of the 1960s. The Ricky Tick was a well-known live music venue in its day. It started out at the Star and Garter in Windsor Town Centre in
I'm just gonna
1962,
sit.
before moving to a semi-derelict mansion on this site
I'm gonna
called Clower
sit.
Meads in
So,
1964. Many of today's major acts, such as The Who, The Rolling Stones,
Oh, look,
Stevie
there's a
Wonder and
playground.
Pink Floyd, made
There's
some
a
of their
playground
early
and
appearances
stuff.
here. And it was at the Ricky Tick that the previously unheard of Jimi Hendrix made his UK debut. The mural coming up on our right, stretching across the base of the bridge, was commissioned in 2012 as part of the London Olympic Games, as it is on what was known as the Windsor Games Walk, leading to Dorney Lake about 2 miles upstream. The venue hosted the rowing and canoe sprint events. Painted by London artist Cosmo Sarson, the mural depicts 16 faces representative of the young people of today.
We're under the bridge. Another bridge. Again, look. You can see a bridge. A bridge. You can see another bridge right there. There. That's crazy. What is that? Submarine? Cool. For sale? Can I buy it? It's for sale. For sale. You mean you can sail it? Oh, okay. There's a lonely swan. Just okay. Let's not talk about it. There's a mansion, dude. Mansion.
We're now passing White Lily's Island to our left. The name is misleading as it is in fact a plot of land forming the
There's
downstream
gonna be a
end of a
long
much
video.
larger island. This for development by
Guys,
the owners
there's
of
gonna be a
Clover Boat
long
Yard in
video.
1957 for £7,000.
There's gonna be
The land
like
and
at
5
least
houses
20
on it are now
minutes.
estimated to be worth well in
20
excess of
because
20 million.
the
Past
14
residents
the
include
other
the
20
Australian
minutes
singer and actress Natalie
may I show
Imbruglia,
you? Yeah,
who in
30
fact
minutes,
called one
30
of our
minutes,
albums
30.
White
Yeah.
Lily's Island.
There's gonna be a 30-minute video.
To our right, we're about to round Clower Point, which forms one of the sharpest bends on this part of the river. For this reason, there is a heavy iron post set into the ground near the end of the point. It's called a strapping or turning post and goes back to the days of horse-drawn barges. As the barges approach the point, the tow rope would be taken off the horse and a few turns made around the post. This would allow the barge to swing safely around the point under its own momentum in a pendulum-like motion. Had they not done this, the barge would have continued on in a straight line towards the opposite bank,
Look
probably
at that.
pulling the
Oh my
unfortunate
gosh.
horse in behind it. Through the trees to
What
our
is
left
that?
is Windsor
No.
Racecourse.
Jet
We will
ski.
see more of this at various stages right up
Red
to our
Rose.
turnaround points. We're currently passing the area behind the grandstands. Racing began here at Windsor in 1866 and continues on to this day with regular Monday evening meetings and some weekends throughout the summer.
I mean, there's nothing to show you. Should I end it right here? Oh no. What's here to show you? There's nothing here. There's no. Oh, there's another bridge. there's another bridge in front of us. You see that? There's another bridge that we're gonna sail through underneath. Yeah. Why are there 3 bridges? I bet there's gonna be like 5 bridges or more. Because it's only been like 9 minutes, and yeah. We've been going through 3 minutes. And there are 3 bridges, and we got a long way to go. 40 minutes. We got 31 more minutes to go. So, yeah.
We're now rounding a bend called Upper Hope, and just beyond these trees to our left is the parade ring of Windsor Racecourse. This course is unique in that it stands entirely on an island. It's called Ray's Island, and
We
it's in
didn't
fact
cross
the
it, but
largest on
we
the Upper
saw
Thames,
it.
being about a mile long.
There's
The only Thames
another
island longer than this
bridge.
one is Canvey Island
Oh
on
my.
the Thames estuary beyond
How
London.
many bridges are there gonna
It's also
be?
one of only 2 figure-of-8 courses in the country, the track having been laid out in this way in order to fit the required length of track into the limit by the island.
Guys, it's been 10 minutes. 30 more minutes to go. Wait, what did I just see? Oh my gosh, I had to show you. When there's literally 2 or 3 boats right there. Oh my. What did I just see? If you reach them, yeah, I think you. I don't think so. You can see them. I'll show you when those boats reaches them. There's only 4 people. Actually, 5 people. So underneath is the bottom, the floor on the bottom. Shall I show you the bottom floor? Shall I? There's like just one man just underneath. There's 3 people. Me.
Coming up
2
on our
people,
right is a spot known
1
locally
people
as
right
Athens,
there,
marked by a section of
and
raised concrete riverbank with a bench on
1.
top. It was here that the boys of Eton College used to have their swimming lessons in the days before they had their own
5.
pool.
I meant
Just below
5.
the bench is a
I
stone
meant
block
5.
bearing the
Oh,
instruction, get at once into the behind screens whenever a boat comes in sight with ladies aboard. As in those days the boys used to swim naked in the style of the ancient Greeks, hence the name Athens. Looking to our left now, through the trees, we can see across the track at Windsor Racecourse, and in the distance the tops of some boats may be visible. This is the Windsor Racecourse yacht basin, situated on the mill stream which forms Ray's Island. As we travel along the tree-lined banks of the Thames, there is an abundance of bird life to be found. Among
There's
the
a
most
raceco.
common is the mallard
I
duck,
think
the male of which has the
raceco.
unfortunate combination
I don't know
of
what
green head and
raceco
long
means,
feet.
but okay.
Less common are
Raceco.
ducks with their bright yellow eyes showing clearly against a black head, which has a small tail at the
I'm
back.
gonna sit again.
In some parts there are families of the more ornate mandarin duck, and there have been sightings of other species such as merganser and pochard. Herons are often seen standing motionless at the water's edge, waiting to pounce on fish. There are probably none too impressed with the
we've been
increasing
12
number of
minutes
cormorants now
and
moving
40
inland.
minutes, 40
This large
seconds.
black
I
diving
can't
bird is
talk
a
today,
saltwater
so
species,
bear with me.
but in recent years they have started to colonise the Thames, no doubt having realised the
there's
rich
nothing to
pickings
show
to be
you.
had from the abundant
There's
fish
like
life.
nothing to show
The
you.
crested grebe also dives for fish, and it is so well adapted for this role, with its
Let's
legs
just
right
talk.
at the back of its streamlined
So,
body,
while
that it
we
is completely
go,
unable to stand on
because there's
land.
nothing
The
to
egret
see,
is related
just
to the
the-
heron, but is smaller and completely
it's just
white,
water.
and although very rare,
This
it
is
has
water
been
to
sighted on
see.
this river.
So,
The kingfisher
like and
is another
subscribe.
predatory bird, and although fairly
Hit
common,
that
it is hard to
notification
spot,
button.
being quite small and fast moving.
Yeah,
It is often
that's it.
only seen as a flash of electric blue darting through the trees or across the water.
so watch
There is
all
the
my
rail
videos.
family, which includes the moorhen with its black body and red face, and the coot, which is black with a white face and beak. Coots defend their territory ferociously and when swans away.
This is
The
crazy.
Canada goose is so prolific that it is now considered a pest, and it is often seen alongside the less common but more attractive
There's a
Egyptian
sewer.
goose. Looking to the
There's a
skies,
sewer
we sometimes see kestrels
underneath.
hovering over fields. Similar in size and colour is the hobby, which swoops and turns over the water catching insects. The red kite with its distinctive forked tail and 5.5-foot wingspan is now common.
That's for
all along the
small
Thames
boats
Valley,
like
having been reintroduced to follow
that's
the
for
course of
small boats
navigation
like
in the British
we've
Isles.
seen like
As well as the bird
those boats
species,
and
there's
stuff.
otter, which though non-existent on the
I'll
Thames
show
a
you.
few years ago, is now well established on some
Those
stretches, thanks once
those.
again to a programme of reintroduction.
Oh, those.
More common is the mink,
That
which
boat
although not a
can
native
fit
species,
through
has done
there.
very well on the Thames.
That
Originally
boat.
bred in captivity
That
for their
boat.
fur, some have
Right.
found their way into the wild, having a serious effect on native fauna due to their hunting ability, taking both birds and their
He's gonna
eggs.
fit the fish
Due to
again.
the significance
He's a
and
fisherman.
uniqueness of bird life on the Upper Thames, French Brothers now operate a dedicated bird and wildlife watching cruise in the Windsor area. Details of this are in our timetable and website, and as places are strictly limited, booking is essential.
This is crazy, guys. This is crazy. Oh my gosh.
During these current restrictions,
That's
and to
crazy.
remind you to
Oh
remain
my
seated
gosh.
until invited to disembark in your groups at the end of this trip.
This is crazy. This is crazy.
Ahead of us now is Botby Lock, our turnaround point.
Oh,
The
there's
lock and weir are
a
built
boat.
around the island ahead of
There's a
us,
boat.
and the set of grey gates to the right is the
There's a
entrance to the
boat.
lock chamber, which allows boats to bypass
There's
the
a
weir,
boat.
making the change in level from one side to the other. Boats continuing upstream from here will enter the lock chamber,
crazy.
the gates will close behind them, and water from the upstream side will flow into the chamber through sluice gates below water level. This flooding of the lock will raise the boats until the water level in the chamber is equal
is
to the level
crazy.
on the upstream side, at which point the upstream gates can open, allowing boats to continue their journey. Small boats and skiffs to manually negotiate their
This is
passage.
crazy.
The source of the Thames is called Thames Head and is close to
I'm gonna
Cirencester
sit
in the
again.
Cotswold Hills in Gloucestershire.
This
It
side
flows
is
downhill
really,
following
really,
the gradients of the land, and for the first
really
140 miles it passes
sunny.
through 45
Hot,
of these
I
lock
meant.
and weir systems, spaced along this section which is known as the Upper Thames.
There's a
The Upper
lengthy
Thames
boat.
drops in elevation by about 300 feet, and these
why
lock and
did
weir
it
systems
just
allow the
stop?
drop to occur as a
It just
series of
stopped.
controlled steps
Oh my
of a
gosh,
few
it stopped.
feet each time, and there is no tidal
It
effect on the
stopped.
Upper Thames.
I don't know why.
Botany is the 36th lock from the source, and there are another 9 downstream of here, the last of these being at Teddington, west of London. Beyond Teddington, the remaining 75 miles of the Thames becomes tidal as it flows through London and on into the North Sea. This gives a total length of 215 miles. The weir ahead of us is a bit like a dam spanning the main channel, and it is this which does the main job of controlling the flow and subsequently the level. The lockkeeper does this by raising or lowering the individual gates, usually in response to recent rainfall, allowing a faster flow during wet build up
This is
in level which could lead to
crazy.
flooding, while in dry weather the weir gates are closed in, holding the water back but maintaining a safe depth for boats. Indeed, the lockkeepers maintain a chain of communication
just
along the
facing
river,
us.
keeping the Upper
They're
Thames
just
at a more or less
facing our
constant level
way.
throughout the year.
I don't know why.
Towards the right-hand end of the weir is the Salmon
Smoke.
Ladder, this being a narrow channel divided lengthways by a series of baffles which slow the water down and cause slight backflow, assisting the migrating
smoke
salmon
coming
in their
out.
arduous journey to the source of the river.
Oh my gosh.
Salmon were successfully reintroduced to the Thames in 1982
Oh,
after a
look.
long absence,
It's one of
and
those
they have become
things
firmly re-established since then.
that
This is mainly due to
I
the
don't know what
cleanliness
that's
of the
called.
water these days. The Thames, in fact, being now officially recognised as one of the world's cleanest metropolitan
That's
rivers.
crazy.
That is to say, one which flows through major towns and cities. This was not always the case, though, and in the 1800s the river was so badly polluted that it was declared dead in the London area, and that no fish or bird life could survive in or around the water. The smell of the river was unbearable to those who lived or worked near it. Diseases such as typhoid and cholera were rife,
We're gonna go,
and this period was known as the
we're
Great
gonna go
Stink.
back.
For Londoners,
We're gonna go
things
back
improved
that way.
greatly in the
We're gonna go
1850s
that
with the
way.
building of Joseph
Villa.
Battlejet's enclosed
Look
sewage
at that
system.
flag.
And elsewhere along the river, many improvements have been made, and the process
that
continues
flag.
to this day.
Look
The colour of the water is deceptive. Despite looking dirty, the brownish-green tint is caused by naturally occurring sediment and microorganisms.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Having turned around, we now embark on the downstream leg of our journey, which would take us to London and then on to the North Sea. And for the same reasons as mentioned before, the journey from here to central London would take in the region of 12 hours. However, we are not limited to the River Thames. In fact, much of England is linked by canals and rivers. The first canals were built by the Romans for the purposes of irrigation, as well as linking navigable rivers.
Look,
But it was the Industrial Revolution of the 18th and 19th centuries which saw the most significant development due to the need to transport goods around the country, as at this time roads were fairly undeveloped.
Oh my. Why are they going back? They're going back. Oh wow. I told you this is gonna be a long video. It's been almost 20 minutes. Yeah, 20 minutes. I mean, yeah. Okay guys, this is taking way too long, so I'm gonna see you when when we're back, and like it's been it's been 20 minutes, so I'm gonna stop it there. So after we get back, I'm gonna show you a clip of ducks. Like I fed a lot of ducks. Yeah, I'm gonna show you the clip of the ducks. And yeah, so I'm gonna not end it fully. Like I'm gonna show you after I get back. I will show you the clip. Yeah, basically. And yeah, that's it. This is gonna be a 30 or less video, so it's gonna be 25 minutes. Yeah. So I'll see you guys when I get back. It's gonna be great. Because there's nothing to show you right now. So yeah. Bye. Hey guys, I got one this food, the swan food, so I'm gonna do it. Wait, is he gonna catch it? Aw man, my throws are so bad. Oh, he got it, did you see? Oh my gosh, he ate it. Oh, I throwed it, then he ate it. Like, he saw it, then he ate it. Oh my gosh. Yeah. This is going great so far. It's been like 20, I think it's been 30 minutes or more. I don't know. I can't tell. It's been 30 minutes? Maybe. Yeah.
This was completed in 1482, almost 34 years after its construction began. The college was founded to provide a free education for 70 boys. As the school grew, more students were allowed to attend, provided that they paid fees in living in the town outside the college buildings. These students became known as Oppidums, from the Latin word Oppidum, meaning town. Perhaps in those days the boys were being flattered at all times, risking punishment if they failed to do so. To this day, the college at any time has 70